What's up, y'all? So, week 2 footage. Not a lot of footage. You may not watch more than me just talking about it. Actually, there's some cool stuff in there. Not a lot of throwing still because the left quad's still been a little funky. It's still not 100%. So I'm not motivated to throw. But what I did was take week 1 and we stepped it up a level to week 2, increased load on a lot of stuff. I did not video a lot of accessory work because with accessories this week, I kind of cut down rest periods and worked a little faster trying to get stuff done because I could move stuff around, this, that, and the other. On Tuesday of week 2, I aerated my yard, and Friday, the hottest day of the year, I ended up spreading 5 yards of sand in my yard, and it was absolutely terrible. Absolutely zapped me. I'm recording this little tidbit on Tuesday. I still think I feel it. Well, it's because on Sunday, which I'm day 1 of my week 3, I spread another probably yard worth of sand I got for free from a neighbor. So it's leveling the Bermuda. It is not fun, especially in the middle of summer. So week 3 and 4 will be a hodgepodge coming together. I'm actually recording this on day 2, this little intro day, lifting day 2 of week 3, because I am on my way to the gym right now, and this is going to be a cool day of training. I think I'm going to do a lot of different stuff, but very little of each. So a lot of exercises, little sets, few reps on everything. Just having to mix stuff together when I'm at the gym or where I'm at. Week 3 and 4, I work a ton. I'm doing a lot of work subs, plus my normal work schedule, so I've got a lot going on trying to mix together. But week 3 and 4 are going to bring more throwing footage. Yeah, enough of me talking, really, right? Let's keep this to less than 2 minutes of me talking. So I hope you guys are enjoying. I've got some cool comments from a couple different people on the different platforms I've been trying to post stuff on, and we're going to keep bringing different stuff. So if you ever have ideas, questions, please throw them my way. I'm going to keep bringing this stuff, trying to help grow the sport with a little bit of knowledge of why I'm doing what I do, and I appreciate you guys for the feedback. So let's get into the week.
So here we go, squatting at the firehouse, day 1 of the week. This was 335 up from 315 on my cluster squats. A good morning drop sets after that was, I think, 205 and 225, dropping down to about 155, 175, something like that. Only showed 1 set here. And obviously only showed 1 set of the clusters and cut all the rest periods out. So 3 sets of 5 by 1 on the clusters. And these good mornings are slowly starting to feel better. Just nice and controlled on them, making sure technique stays really tight in the back. If you notice, I don't have a lot of movement in the back. As I say, that last rep was a little sloppy, but feeling pretty good with these. And then I think only showed 1 accessory of some lunges. So here's the kind of rest period I sped up in between. All that is for a drop set is run over, take the 25s off, get right back to it for a few more reps. So I think it was just 8 dropping to another 8 reps. This was a really solid overall training day for me. Felt really good. And after this, did lunges and some other various stuff that I did include, like some of the core work and stuff like that. I did include what has been going really, really well for me, and that is 1 set of pull-ups. And this was 1 set of body weight, right around 240 for 18. So second time I've done 18. Closing in on the number 20, so it wasn't a fluke hitting 18. Full dead hang. And yes, there's a little bit of body English on the last couple, but not too much. Some lunges, I ended up doing some calf raises, some light jumping and stuff like that. You can tell, pretty sweaty, even though inside on the day. Next day was, I think this was a Wednesday, because I don't think I did it on Tuesday, or maybe it's Tuesday morning. Power snatch clusters, or hang power snatch clusters, up from 80 to 85 kilos. Everything's still moving pretty good. And I noticed as I do these, when I record them with the speeds, if I do it upright like this is, it cuts all the speeds off so you can't really see them. But if I do it horizontal, which I do later in the video for bench as well as push press, the video is sideways and there's no way for me to change it. So I did put it in sideways, and I apologize. But after the snatches, this has been something I've been trying to work on a lot more of, is weight over bar. So building some volume. So here was 4 sets of 4 with a 60-pound sandbag. So a little bit overweight, but it's 2 hands. One thing I have to do, and it's very weird, I can't remember if I mentioned it in the last week's video, was my index finger when I throw with these bags on my right hand gives this weird nervy pop sensation. So I have to kind of cross it over my left index finger where my hands are together, and it actually eliminated the pain for some reason when I pull like that. It messes with me, so trying to throw these as high as I can. I'm not quite hitting the ceiling since it is only 60 pounds. I remembered I was kind of getting frustrated. I was like, oh man, I was kind of touching the rafters in the ceiling before, but that was when the bag was only 50 pounds, not 60. So still trying to get back to hitting the ceiling. That'd be a good thing for me. So 4 sets of this, and my rotation has been a 60-pound bag, a 56-pound weight for height, and a 49-pound weight for height. So practicing wob with a 49 is something I've never done before. So, hey, trying it out and just trying to build a volume. So it's 3 days a week of weight over bar work. So even after the lower body day, I'm still hitting some lower body stuff. So step-ups, trying to work that left quad that's still not firing. This box is a little bit lower than it was the week before. So the dumbbells went up in weight. So I played with some different box heights, different dumbbell heights and whatnot. And if you notice, you just try to really lean forward and press through the front leg and not use the back leg if possible. I've really been enjoying feeling these and how I feel them and being controlled with them. No weight yet on these for a single leg back extension. Really like how I can feel the pull and where some things are feeling off. I think I mentioned that last week, was how the left like hamstring and glute, like sciatic feeling, kind of feel a tightness, but these have been feeling really good with it. Then I ended the session. Core work today was a couple sandbags and shoulders with the 225 and some one arm farmer's holds. Working my way up in there, but not jumping too heavy, just kind of counting to 10. So this was 155 per hand. I think it was like 4 sets per side on this for like counting to 10 in my head. Then we move on to bench day. Cluster sets here, 5 sets of 2. This is 260 this week. And yes, like I said, the bench video is sideways. So I apologize for this awkward bench angle. It was messing with my head trying to edit it anyways. But having to split stuff up around the firehouses in the next couple weeks are going to be even worse than this video of splitting stuff up and how I'm trying to rotate in at what firehouses with what equipment on what days. I'm trying to get back to getting some throwing in, but this day, the bench day, ended up just being some upper body fluff. So cluster bench, 2 drop sets on the pin lay rows, just like I've been doing with the good mornings. Go over, drop 50 pounds off with the 25s and get right back to it. Nothing too heavy on these, but I mean, it is technically a set of 16. And then followed us up with a bunch of upper body fluff work for like 20 minutes. No sets and reps. Different day at a firehouse, push press, clusters. These have been really weird. I remember doing them before off the block, so I just dropped the weight to the block. The re-racks are kind of starting to beat me up a little bit, so I might have to change this up. I know I want to eventually progress to jerks instead of push press to be a little bit more powerful. So this was 3 sets of 5x1, up to 215. Everything moved better today than it did in the past. I'm trying to think if I threw anything else in on this day other than some weighted pull-ups. This was a 20-pound vest. I think I did 10 reps this week instead of 7 and 7. So this was 10 reps with a vest, drop the vest, and then go to 5 more additional reps, or set of 15. So a pretty solid set of 15. So pull-ups have been moving really good in the right direction. And then the biggest pain and project this week that has absolutely zapped me, as I kind of mentioned before, was spreading all this sand in the yard. So I ended up spreading 5 yards by hand through my yard, and here are pictures, kind of the after effect. And at the very end here, a different day. So that was a Friday. I spread all the sand. Of course, it was the hottest day of the year. And then on Sunday, I had a neighbor who had some extra sand that I was going and picking up with the 4-wheeler, driving around, picking it up in 2 buckets, driving back to my house. So kind of funny to do it through my neighborhood and just to drive through the neighborhood like that. But I got a good laugh. My neighbors a couple of my neighbors saw me and had a good laugh out of it, chuckle, and thought I was pretty creative. So that's it for this week. I'm really looking forward to the changes the following weeks coming up, and starting to get a little bit more exciting in these videos with more than sand and basic movements, get some throwing back in as well. So thanks for watching to this point, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it.